Hi guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? I want to do some walk rant. This is about a cool topic, I think. I want to talk about the latest song I just wrote yesterday on my walk. I wrote it on my walk, came home and did the music and recorded it on my channel when I got home from my walk yesterday. And the original title of the song was supposed to be "Touched in the Head by Loneliness," because that's what inspired writing it. The fact that I live alone in the house now. The moderator doesn't he doesn't even forecast ever coming over to my house again. So I don't really have him as a friend. That's cool that I get to talk. I can call him and talk for 10 minutes. But so what? What does that add to me? My life? Nothing, really. But so out of loneliness of all that, I wrote the song "Touched in the Head by Loneliness." And what's funny about it, funny to me, I think, is that when I just played it to put on the channel, it came out "Touched in the Head by Madness." That's just the way it came out. I did not write that. That was not planned or intended. It just came out that way. So I thought about it. First, I called it after I recalled it. First, I recalled it "Touched." No, I called it "Touched in the Head." That didn't seem complete, so I retitled it "Touched in the Head by Madness." Now that's the title of the song. So that song is very personal to me. It's very pivotal to me. First of all, if the moderator ever did anything with me again, which is, who knows if that's even happening anymore, we would finish "Dog in Heaven" because he's done everything but the vocals for that, as far as recording wise for me. And then after "Dog in Heaven," if he ever gets around to that and does a video, I would do this one next. "Touched in the Head by Madness." It's perfect. What do you call it? Successor to Kissing Death and Wild and Black Boy Blues and all those. It's got to be something like that, and that fits the bill exactly to me. But if the moderator never does it, that's really, like he likes to say about me, that's on him, because I'm here ready to record and with material, and he just can't get away from his whatever he's doing. So, but I want to talk about the song now, how I feel about it. "Touched in the Head by Madness." That's how it came out. When I played it, literally just came out that way. So, there's truth in that, or it wouldn't have come out. And I went with that because I called it that. I ended up calling the song "Touched in the Head by Madness." As a song, I think it's important because I finally feel like my collection can be complete, at least enough to have a first album. All the other songs are great, but they don't wrap up the point. I mean, Wild is great, but why is he wild? Nothing really hits home with a complete picture until this song. And now with this song added, my repertoire, which includes all the songs that Mattery's done, plus "Dog in Heaven," which he's still in the works, and now this one, I think make a complete unit that could be like a concept album. It could be called "The Seven Blunders of Jimmie" or something. The seven wonders of the world, right? Oh, "Seven Blunders of Shirtless Guy" or something. This song actually makes the others feel like they belong to a unit and makes the unit complete. And I finally feel like I'm okay with doing my own material now, because I think it makes a statement in its entirety that I didn't feel until this song. So it had to work out that way in my book. It had to work out that way. It had to work out that I messed up and sang it the wrong way, which became the title of it. It had to work out that I was feeling lonely enough to write it in the first place, which that had to work out. And now that song's there, I feel like, what are my songs then? They're "I'm the Crime," "Wild," "Black Boy Blues," "Kissing Death," "Crash and Burn," and then I would have "Dog in Heaven," and then I would have "Touched in the Head by Madness." And that's 7 songs. That could be an album, and it could be called "The Seven Blunders of Shirtless Guy." And that includes the 5 songs that U2 is cool, but that's more the moderator's thing than me. But those are my 5 that he's done. And then if we added the 2, "Dog in Heaven," which is, it's still up in the air, and also add "Touched in the Head by Madness," I think we'd have a whole unit for an album. And it makes me feel okay now about. It makes me feel okay about playing the others now too. Like if I'm at a party again, And if somebody wants me to play my own stuff for a second, I could play Wild or I could play Black. I'd feel okay with that because this makes me feel like I've actually made created something worth repeating. And this song completes that. So that's a very important song to me in that regard. And so now I like my material. I never hardly talk about it. I never talk about, and War. Oh my gosh, I forgot War. War is a great song. That's all guitar, by the way. People miss that. That's all guitar sounds that Matter had me do. So now my repertoire, I can't forget War. So it's I'm the Crime, Wild, Black Boy Blues, War, Kissing Death, Crash and Burn, Dog in Heaven, and Touched and Hit by Madness. So in total, that's 8. That's 8 if you add the last 2. The 2 haven't been done by the Matter, of course. So I have 6 that have been done and in the can, including War. Which I know I was forgetting something. If you saw a look in me, I thought like I was forgetting something, but that's it. War. War is a cool song. People think that that's non-guitar. A lot of that's all me on guitar, but and vocals, whatever. All Matter, but whatever. And I like this song is. I wanted to tell how this song is descriptive of me and why that came out like that did. And I'm neurodivergent. I'm on the Asperger's syndrome spectrum. I'm not completely autistic, but I'm on that line. I'm on the line of that. I get sometimes I have these things that I call I feel like I have spiritual hypotension sometimes. I feel like my spirit's like going to the side of my body or up out of my body or something. I feel like I'm shocking my soul and maybe I'm gonna drop dead or something. I don't know. I get that feeling once in a while. I don't know what to call them. For short, I call them panic attacks, but I don't think that's what they are. But that's closest to the name I can think of for them. I had one on my channel. The whole time I've had my channel, I had one of them on my channel one time. It's on there. I left it on there, of course. Someone said I had PTSD in that moment, but it wasn't that. Well, unless PTSD causes those, but that's a thing. And I've blacked out twice from my dad hitting me. Both times. One of those times I actually remember now. I've thought about it enough. I remember it. But the other one I still don't remember. When he chased me in the garage, I still don't remember the beating. I remember the time he beat me up in the front porch in broad daylight. I remember that one now, but it used to black out on that one. And then I have sometimes then I have things like what happened when I fell asleep into the computer and my face just totally demolished my computer and I didn't even remember it. I woke up, my face healed in a couple days. The computer took $206 to fix. The computer screen was just shattered. And that's another thing. It's like I have it's like a blackout, but it's like in real time. It's like Dallas seeing me just drop to the floor. Sometimes I'm standing up and I'm meditating or something, or something's hitting me and I just drop. I can just drop to the floor. Like, what happened to Jimmie? I get up a minute later, it's like, what happened, So yeah, that song is self-descriptive, and I think it completes my first statement as Blunderful with those 8 songs. And I just want to say one more thing about the idea of being touched in the head by madness. What I'm doing now is actually getting me out of it because I'm expressing it through my art. And I'm dealing with it. I'm facing it, and that's the way to heal. Not just push it down or not just go into the rabbit holes again. And I've gone down the rabbit holes, so I know how not to. And it doesn't mean I'm perfect, of course, but I fear for the moderator though. I almost fear that he's going down a rabbit hole or two, with his pedal work. And I'm not saying that it's his whatever, do it. But I have a feeling like he gets into the garage and he just gets sucked into building. I don't even want the next radiator pedal. First of all, it doesn't add anything I want. He's told me what he's doing with the new pedal. He's adding like a tube sound that would be like for old people that want to sound like old blues or something. Old, like an older, like I'm 80 type sound. to add to the right. I don't want that. I don't. First of all, I would never use that. Second of all, I already got one that doesn't have that. That's fine, and I like it. And not only that, he's going to call it. He's going to call it Distortion Studio, which makes me fall asleep almost in the middle of hearing it. I mean, it's like, why don't you just call it Reading the Dictionary? I mean, it's just boring title, but whatever. It's just to do with that with. But adding that and getting going in the garage and spending time going that way with the Red Raider is like, sounds like a rabbit hole to me. But it's not my fault or my problem. So I'm just talking about the Moderator. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just saying what I feel. So I've been down rabbit holes, and I don't know. That's what I can see. I can see that it looks like that. I hope he's not going down one himself. That's all I have to say. I mean, I don't know what else am I supposed to say. I mean, that's what happens when I did that in school. You know, I started studying and not doing anything else, and nothing else was important, and nothing else was really there. Next thing you know, I dropped out and spent the 90s, you know, in and out of cars and on and off of sofas, you know, just in hotels sometimes. So anyway, I live in peace, love, and rock and roll.